Are you guys decorating for Christmas yet? Let me show you something that we have to set out around at Christmas time. It's this little guy. Isn't he so cute? Let me introduce you to Joseph. And if we open Joseph up, inside of Joseph here, we find Mary, his wife. Isn't that so awesome? Now, if we keep going, we will find 3 wise men. What? 3 wise men inside of this? All right, so here's the first one. Isn't he so cute? And then if we open up first wise man, oh, look at that, look at that. We have a second wise man. I'll let you look at him nice and close there. And then if I open him up, look what it is. It's a third wise man. A third wise man. And look how tiny he is. He's so tiny. But it gets even better because inside of this wise man, you're going to find what Christmas is all about. Inside of this little guy. All right, you ready? Oh my. Let's see if we can get him open. We want to find out what Christmas is all about. You ready? You ready? Right there it is. Do you know what it is? No, what's Christmas all about? I'm so confused. That's probably what you're thinking. Anyways, here it is. Here it is. It's a little baby. Do you know who this little baby is supposed to represent? Let's see if I can get it up there so you can see it real good. It's a little blurry. Maybe if it's in front of my face. I don't know. But anyways, this little baby is supposed to represent Jesus. Jesus, the King of the world. Jesus who was born in a manger all those years and years and years and years and years ago. He was born and he was God's son and he lived 33 perfect years so that he could save us from our sins. So this is what Christmas is all about, is the birth of Jesus. And so today we are going to create an art project that is to represent Jesus and how Jesus's name starts with a J. So we're going to do a J is for Jesus art project today. So join me and I hope you have so much fun creating your J is for Jesus art project.
For today's art project, you will need some markers or something to color with, some paper to glue everything to, and the PDF that is listed in the description below, as well as some scissors and some glue. Alright, so let's get started here. Step 1. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my J out. Now you can cut on the dotted line, or if you're really good at cutting, you can just cut on the solid black line. I'm going to cut on the solid black line, but like I said, if you are newer to cutting and you're still practicing, you can cut on the dotted line. As you cut, move nice and slow, opening and shutting those scissors. Cut off any extra that you have and get it out of the way, so that way it's easier to cut. And just open and shut those scissors. Some people like to say it's like a little alligator chomping the paper. You use your hand that's not holding scissors to steer your paper, so that way it can do the work of holding your paper and moving your paper. And all the scissors hand has to do is open and shut, open and shut. And so that way you get a nice, neat cut. I am going to speed this up as I finish cutting out my J. Step 2. Now that I have my J cut out, I'm going to move those scraps out of the way. Don't throw them away yet. I'm going to lay the J on the part of the paper that has Jesus on it, the baby Jesus, but on the extra part. That way as I color it, I don't get any on my work surface. And I'm going to color with red, and I'm going to color every other space here red. So I color the first one red, but then I don't color the second one. Then I color the third one red. The reason we are coloring these red is to remind us of the blood that Jesus shed for us on the cross. So Christmas time is when Jesus came to earth, and then Jesus shed his blood 33 years later. He lived 33 perfect years on the earth. And then he had to conquer sin for us to be able to have a relationship with God. So he shed his blood on the cross, and that's what the red is for. The spaces that I'm leaving white is to represent how Jesus lived a perfect life. He was sinless. From birth till death, he was sinless. And so this J here will remind us of Jesus's whole entire life. It will remind us of his wonderful, miraculous birth and how he is God's son. It will remind us how he lived 33 perfect years. And it will remind us how he shed his blood for us by dying on the cross to save us from our sins so we could have a relationship with him and God. All right, so I will speed this up again as I finish my red coloring here in every other space. Step 3. We are going to, for step 3, flip over the J and put glue all over the back, especially on the edges. Now make sure that you have something protecting your surface as you put glue on the back of this J. You don't want to put glue on your construction paper. Glue can bleach construction paper if it's in the wrong spot, and then it will look ugly in the end. And you don't want to get it on your work surface, so just use the extra paper that's around baby Jesus there to protect your work surface and put glue all over the edges. Now flip that J over and put it in the middle of your blue paper or whatever color construction paper you chose to use. And now you have put your J in place. You can rub it down real good to make sure that it's stuck there. All right, put your glue away for right now. Step 4. We are going to grab our scissors again, and we are going to cut out J is for Jesus by cutting on that dotted line, and then we will cut out baby Jesus. And for baby Jesus, you can cut on the dotted line, or if you're really, really good at cutting, you can cut on the black outline around Jesus. So that I don't waste your creativity time, I'm going to put it in my high speed mode while I work on this. Step 5. Grab a piece of your scrap paper to cover your desk so that way, or your work surface, so that way you don't get any marker anywhere extra. And we're going to color baby Jesus. Now you can choose to color your baby Jesus however you would like to color. Try to stay inside the lines and make it look really nice and neat. And for our final step, step 6. Okay, take baby Jesus and flip him over and grab your glue and make sure you have it on top of that piece of scrap paper and put glue all over the back of baby Jesus, especially on the edges. Then flip him over and stick him in the J, like in the little crook of the J as it turns, and push him down and rub on him a little bit so that he sticks really, really well. And then grab J is for Jesus and put it on your scrap paper and put glue all over the back of that, and then put that up above the J, and so it says J is for Jesus. Well, that is our project for this Christmas time. J is for Jesus. I hope you enjoyed creating with me. Thanks so much.